1 Timothy chapter 1. This is from Paul, an envoy dispatched by the Anointed One Jesus, in accordance with the requirement of Almighty our Savior, and the Master Jesus, the Anointed One, our hope. To Timothy, a genuine child, or born one, in the faith. May favor, mercy, and peace be yours from Almighty the Father, and the Anointed One Jesus our Master. Just as I encouraged you when I was going to Macedonia, or North Greece, stay with them in Ephesus, a coastal city in Lydia, West Turkey, so that you might charge some of them to stop teaching anything different, and to stop paying attention to myths and endless genealogies. For such things are making it so that there are speculations, rather than presenting Almighty's management plan, which is in connection with faith. Now the completion of your charge is for love, that is based on a clean heart, a good conscience, and a faith that is without pretense. For some have not been walking in a straight line with respect to these things, and have turned aside to the saying of meaningless things. While they are wanting to be teachers of the law, they don't comprehend the words that they are using or the things about which they are being insistent. Now we are aware that the law is ideal, if a person is continually using it lawfully. That is, being aware of the fact that law isn't laid down for the just person, but for those who are lawless and insubordinate, for those who are undevoted and wrongdoers, for those who adulterate pure things and are impure, for those who ill-treat their fathers or mothers, for those who are murderers, for those who have non-marital sexual intercourse, for those who are homosexuals, for those who are kidnappers, for those who are liars, for those who break their oaths, and for those who do anything else that is in opposition to healthy teaching, according to the good message about the esteem of the happy Almighty, with which I have been entrusted. I am continually thankful to the One who has invigorated me, the Anointed One Jesus, our Master, because he thought me trustworthy and appointed me to a service, even though I was formerly a slanderer, a persecutor, and a person filled with outrage. But I was shown mercy, because I did it in ignorance and unbelief. Yet our Master's favor has overwhelmed me, along with faith and love that come through union with the Anointed One Jesus. This is a trustworthy saying, and worthy of all acceptance, that the Anointed One Jesus came into the world to save wrongdoers from destruction, and I am the most prominent, or the worst, of them. But it was for this reason that I was shown mercy, so that in my case, as the most prominent, or the worst of the wrongdoers, Jesus, the Anointed One, might display all his patience, as a pattern for those who are going to have faith in him for life in the last age. Now may the King of the ages, the non-decaying, invisible, and only Almighty, be honored and esteemed for the remaining ages, the present age and the last age of the ages. So be it, or let it be true. I am placing this charge before you, child, or born one, Timothy, which is in accordance with the prophecies previously made about you, so that by them you might be continually fighting the ideal fight in the war. You must be continually having faith and a good conscience, which some have pushed away, and so have made a shipwreck of their faith. Among these are Hymenaeus and Alexander, whom I have delivered over to Satan, the adversary, so that they might be trained to stop their slandering. 1 Corinthians 5 verse 5 and chapter 11 verse 32. 1 Timothy chapter 2. First of all, then, I'm encouraging that petitions, prayers, interceding conversations with Almighty, and the giving of thanks be made for all kinds of humans, for kings, and all those who are in positions that are over us, so that we might be continually leading tranquil and quiet lives, with every kind of devotion to Almighty and dignity. This is ideal and acceptable in the sight of Almighty our Savior, who wants all kinds of humans to be saved from destruction and to come to a full knowledge of the truth. For there is one Almighty and one mediator between Almighty and humanity, himself a human, the Anointed One, Jesus, who gave himself as a ransom for all kinds of people, a fact that was testified to in its own time period. And for this purpose I was appointed as a proclaimer and a dispatched envoy. I'm telling the truth. I'm not lying. As a teacher of the pagans in faith and truth. So then, I want the men in every place, while lifting up unadulterated, pure hands, to be leading prayers that are apart from anger and fault-finding. In the same manner, I want women to decorate themselves in an orderly arrangement, with respectfulness and sensibility, not with elaborate hairdos, and gold or pearls or an expensive garment, but with good works, for this is proper for women claiming to have devotion to Almighty. A woman must be quietly learning with all subservience. Now, I'm not permitting a woman to be teaching or to be representing herself as the source of man, but to be quiet about this. For it was Adam who was molded first, then after this Eve. Now it wasn't Adam who was enticed, yet when his wife was totally enticed, there occurred the stepping beyond the boundaries. Yet she will be saved by means of her giving birth to children, which caused the birth of the child Jesus. If they, the women, stay in faith, love, and purity with sensibility, this is a trustworthy saying.